Okay, now finally. Yes, all I was saying, tight, 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 tight. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. I just completely forgot to change the mic back to. That happens when I put them on before I stream and not after I start OBS. Conduct. Oh, 12. Yeah, okay. I will never. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand how, if someone is asking for a game that is obviously pretty long, like 30 minutes and 5 times 30 seconds, do you really expect that this person is going to accept a 0 minute, 1 time 10-second game instead? What is going on in the brain of those people? I really want to know. It's not like it's rare, it happens all the time. That's a fair point. Okay, it's this one again. Also, I don't know, maybe they don't have any memory, but I remember which ones I already challenged, usually. And I can't even read Chinese.
Start to
Okay,
play.
we got someone, maybe. We'll only celebrate once we pass move 11. But yeah, like players accepting the same request from the same player 5 times in a row and then always refusing the time setting is wild to me. Happens more on Taijim, I suppose. On Taijim, that really is a pest. Okay. I will do the double Hane once. I won't do it twice. And the main reason, well, there's two reasons why I do this double Hane variation. The first one, it's just simple and I know it, and I don't need to worry about any variations that I don't know. And the second is that if I have this chapter of don't go fishing, um, this seems to be a pretty good way of guaranteeing that I don't have a weak group. Because if we instead just extend, then you can't call the group a weak, you can't call the wall that exists then a weak group, but it's still an unsettled group, you know? So there's that. Yep, that one was expected. Oh! Is that a move? If so, I've never seen it. Okay, I don't have any weak groups, so now I have to. I mean, it looks like a mistake, no? Hey. Okay, but we'll just deal with it as if that's a new shape, I suppose. Maybe this can happen if, I don't know, if you push here for some reason and then, no, I don't know. Probably doesn't happen for anyway, but okay. Oh! Or maybe not. That move, what the fuck? Okay, so I now have the 1 week group essentially. I mean, we play the Atari, obviously. What on earth? What the hell? So what's the best way here? To just connect, because the connection is essentially threatening to play I2. My, if I just pushed here, I mean the push here is center. I guess I could just push a few times. Not like black has any forcey moves in the top left. And after I pushed a few times, can I do something on the top side? Hmm. I don't really see it. I could play something like J3, I suppose, or but I3. Hmm. So I think I'm just going to play the connection, the solid connection, and really threatening to play here. Okay, I mean, sure. hmm Expected. And I suppose there's still some RG that I can use against this group later. But for now, I have this 1 week group. I will just jump here, I think. I could play this, but I don't like that there might be some, like black can for sure get some forcing move here, so I'd rather stay a bit further away. And it's not like black can play this one, right? I just extend. Or even Hane. Because not even a jump here is Sente, right? So this is the best that black can do in terms of Sente. If black plays this one, do I play this or this? This one has the advantage. Yeah. I think this one. Um, although this one gives less forcing moves on the outside, but this one weakens this. It does give black this forcing move. Hmm. I think that's worth it to just keep this a bit weaker. He does do this one though. If I played this one and then if black cuts, I can Atari. Oh, and then connect, and then you can double Atari. No, that's no bueno. So if he cut, hmm, I could just extend here, I suppose. Of course, I can just extend here and make more stable shape. I'm not sure because this one, it's not like I can double Hane and really enclose them. So let's just extend. Now this gives him some peep here, but that would also fix my shape. So, okay. So he just jumped there. Can I play this one? Kind of. I think this one is possible though, because if he extends, then I can Hane here. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Atari. Bum 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 bum. This is not a double Atari because he can't play. Can he? Hmm. Anyway, this does create, at the very least, a big weakness here in that shape. So, uh, I guess I just leave this as a weakness and come back and just jump here myself. Because I don't really want to abuse this immediately. Oh, okay. So he's claiming he can create something on the left side now even. Okay. Can Hane here? I don't think that's too bold. Uh-huh. Maybe I can just connect. I mean, if he really wants to build something on that left side where I can still invade and still reduce here, he would really have to extend here, but then there's still Archie. If he jumps, there's still clear Archie here. So I think I will just connect. And I think I will also even just play here because it's such a big move to get. Otherwise, there's some kind of double Hane here. It also helps my middle group a bit. It's also just very big. I wonder if actually lowest bet. But that's details that I need to worry about less. Okay. So he's claiming to have something here against this group. I mean, this group, even if he wedges, right? I mean, I could just play here. Then if this one, I could cut here and extend. He could cut here, but I could also just let it go. Let it go. I could also play this and extend down to make sure that this top side is not anything. I have three pretty sizable corners in that case. And even the three stones here might not even be that big of a thing. What if could I? Matches, Atari, I can still play this one. And if he plays this, I just capture, he can capture this one. So maybe I just leave it like that. This is not small, but it's also coming from a strength. I don't think he has really that much of an attack on this, so let me just take the point move here that also reduces the top side. Okay, so he does play there now. I don't need to play here immediately, but maybe later this could be a good move to ask. In the meantime, I don't know. I mean, the left side, like I said, I can still invade it here later. I can still play the Hane Connect here, which is huge for the archer. I can still play some kind of clamp and invasion here even. So I could take the last corner, but I think I'm just going to approach here and build my bottom side in the meantime. Again, I did consider to go here myself and not allow black to seal this off. Okay, sure. Speaking of sealing something off, I suppose that is doing something like that. But do I need to react to this? Uh, hmm. Like, I don't really see the huge follow-up against this. And he already got the move to grow the left side. And I still think there's some very annoying Archie there to be exploited. Let's say he pushes at h12. Then I can just jump here. So I basically have this move is now a light stone, so I can still jump here. I could even play here, which both helps my group in the middle a little bit, but also put some pressure on this. And I can still invade. I can even still play this one. If I play this and this, and black extends, then I can push. And if this I can cut, I guess I can't do much there, huh? I'm tempted to play take the last corner, but I think I'm more interested because the right side is already undercut. I'm more interested in potentially growing the bottom side. Or if he ignores this, I can play here. He ignores it completely. Can I Tanuki this group once again? Also now, oh, thank you for the raid, Cosmogo. Um, the thing I think is that these three stones are now really light that black spent all of the moves, so I don't need to worry about this. I need to worry about the head of this. And then the question is, okay, if black gets the move here, it's a bit annoying. I think I will spend a move on it because I've ignored it a couple of times. Yeah, I ignored it after this one, and even kind of after this one because it strengthened black, so it weakened myself. So I don't know. I didn't want to play h12 myself because I thought it would weaken my bottom side to push him there, and it would remove this RG. But maybe it would have been better. Actually, I can also still push here and threaten the cut to some extent. Hello, ending. Okay. Let me ask this question, because if he cuts, I can actually just go inside here. Then I need... No, this exchange doesn't help. He is cutting there, okay. I guess I can just connect solidly here, and then he could counter here. And I could also play this Atari. Or just jump down and counter. Hmm. Ah, I don't know, man. I guess this is just some end game. And he did get some profit here. And if he cuts, then there's still Archie on the outside here. Okay, so I have this one group here still. Okay. But this stone is really not that interesting now. Now I think I can connect here. And I can then extend in center. At least I can threaten to then save my stones. Can get some fox coins too. Right now, I still only have the 1 week group because, yeah, I mean, these two stones we can't really call. They are unsettled, to be fair, but they still have the direction to counter this stone, the direction to grow here, the direction to go into the center. What is his deal with really wanting this stone? Um, hmm. Okay, wait, hang on. Is it a good exchange for me to play the Atari here first? Because it might get me more forcing moves towards the top? Or is it a bad exchange because I do lose the liberty and I do make him stronger in this direction? And does this even work? Tari, could play here. Yes, that's what I'm thinking too. I didn't even consider them as a weak group, but they are unsettled, very technically speaking. Maybe I just okay, if I jumped though, and then I play this Atari, and then I play this wedge, it doesn't quite work. And this now I wish I had this stone here, I guess, but if he plays here and I connect, then I play here. I play here. I still have the two liberties, I suppose. I don't know, screw it. The problem I had with just extending is if I just extend and then black decides to give up the one stone, like so. Oh, but this way I can actually wedge here. Like because okay, is the wedge a good idea? Because he can't cut, right? So now, yes, that is that is essentially what this means. I can harm it here, right? Because if he connects, I can play here, so I can get a little bit more out of this. Maybe even get it in center. If he blocks, I can Atari first. Okay. Um, I see. Okay, I mean, if I Atari and he connects, then I can capture him and the left side is destroyed. Question is if I have better. In fact, ooh, isn't he just very much falling apart here? Because even, no, wait, this one is Sente. Hang on, but okay, anyway. He only has this once. And if he connects, if he, no, no, because right now these two are Mii, right? If he connects here, I do need to be careful about this Archie here, very much so. If he connects here, I can't just, well, I guess I could connect here. I need to be, no, I don't need to be careful about this because I have this diagonal move here. And in fact, if he connected here, I think I can connect here. Oh, okay. What if I connect? Okay, what if I connect it there? Is one question. Because it takes away a liberty, but I guess I don't really want to take away the liberty right now. No, I will just capture here. And then there's still RG on these stones, and I think of this as a big success, no? Okay, but let's not judge because whenever I judge, I seem to overestimate my position. Actually, can I? Okay, let me still look at this a little bit. If I wedged here, if I wedged there, if I wedged there, black at the very least can't connect the E9 stone. I feel like I lose the corner then though, so if I play this, I could maybe can get these. Is that worth the corner? If I play this, then Atari here. And then if I played this, black can play the Atari here. And then I lost the corner in center even, I think. Okay, I will just capture here then. Okay, that's Gote. So I got this Punuki here. Well, not Punuki because I don't have because black is still playing something here. But I got that in Sente. Unless I'm missing something. No, I don't think so. Okay. He got these stones, but I think what I got here to just completely destroy the left side was better. Um, and not only that, now that I have now I might just play here. Yeah, I will just play here. I will play here because that strengthens my group and it also helps to potentially counterattack black with some move here on the outside next. Okay, sure. I could play here and then black could play this and this. Maybe I do just play this one because it does still help with this. I could also just Kane here. Hmm. Playing the solid move here because once again it really makes this even stronger, some counterattack here. And if I get black to spend a move here and strengthen me on the bottom side, I think that's also okay. Meanwhile, the RG of these four stones is still not really 100% gone. It might help with somebody, for example, I could wedge here and then connect here. Okay, so he defends there. I will ask this once. That seems actually nice. Because then now I don't need to worry about the RG here. I think this way is better, though. Which way is better? This way? If then I played... Hang on. No, I think this one just works, right? Because even if then this one and I wedge, or I wedge here and then wedge here. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 liberties here, though. I didn't get him to play a forcing exchange here, but I did get him to play a pretty defensive move for this group. Yeah, I have just the two liberties here, so this doesn't prevent my wedge here. If he connects and I get to connect 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. Then he has still 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties, so it's still enough to win the capturing race, but I get a bunch of. Well, I actually. Okay, so he does do this one. It's trying very hard to claim that there's something with this group, okay. Now I can play this one again, like I said. Or I can just leave it as an option. But in order for him to separate me... No, hang on. No, he can't separate me because if I played this now, and he separates me, then he only has 1, 2, 3 liberties. Unless... No, right? So if I play this, he has 4 liberties, but if he cuts, he only has 3. And I can't Atari from this side, but I don't need to because I can Atari from this side. So I'm just I'm basically just connected because and I'm connected in Sente. Oof. Because either he now does this and then has to come back here, or he saves this, but then I can play here in Sente. Well, I guess you could technically ignore it. It's not Sente Sente. Yeah, but it would be quite a big loss. It would be point-wise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, it's a lot. Okay. No, we group again. I can do whatever I want. All right. Now there is even some nice endgame here, but since I don't have any regroup, thank you. Obviously, my opponent was already a little bit desperate after maybe the misclick here and fighting way too hard here. But I don't even think the misclick was that. Okay, I just won. That works too. All right. It might have been off of a misclick, but I don't think my opponent had to go this hard. Holy shit. Okay. And playing solid just works. I mean. um, you can, yeah, I mean, I don't like winning of misclicks, but again, I don't think it was because I didn't win because of a misclick. My opponent just went crazy after the misclick. Um, it's understandable, but like I don't think it was that bad that you really needed to uh, do this one, because this one is literally just cutting off one weak stone that's still very flexible. And funny enough, these are exactly the stones that I later sacrificed to connect under Incente. And just by the by, my next move would have been P14 if my opponent hadn't just resigned here. Also, my opponent used 10 minutes. That's a lot for a Fox player for 90 moves. Yeah, but it's understandable, but it's like, okay, you could also make an early blunder and then still come back instead of just completely falling apart, I suppose. And I still had to win this. I know that in the past I have had much bigger leads and I still throw them because I wasn't solid enough, because I wanted to get the least bit of squeeze out of the position. And I don't think that this game I was much better at that. PS1 game, what was it? Game 11, 12? 12, right? Right, 10 games for the first vow and the first level, and this is level 2, game 2, so game 12. Let's have a review anyway, of course. Also, in the past, I might have just said, oh, now I just win. And I didn't say that this time at all. I still was very focused on, because the game objective was not to win, but it was to pass the level requirements. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, unless this is some major prep, still, you should just play here and cut your losses, because this stone still has some very annoying RG. For example, if I play this, then there's still very annoying RG with this kind of dealio. I think maybe not as annoying, but it's still like I don't think it's over. Let's see what the AI says about this position here. No, it's actually equal. It's black plus 0.6 here. Oh, sorry. Ah, one day I will understand what I have to do. Right. Um, here. Um, I was saying that this is actually not that that this is actually not that bad because this still has RG, and actually black is ahead by half a point here. So that makes me wonder. I shouldn't. Okay, that makes sense too. I should just leave it. But you can see F15 was a misclick, but it wasn't even a blunder. It's white plus 0.6. So it's not even a mistake. It's at best an inaccuracy. Hang on, I don't review with AI from the start, but I am curious about this. Hang on, I will change the move order here a little bit and then quickly check. So here it's white plus 0.7, and black should play here and here. Okay, it's a 1.5 point inaccuracy. And
Someone invites you to play.
and I should quote unquote punish it by not even playing here right now. So me pushing in and cutting here was actually also a 1 point mistake or 1 point inaccuracy. And then cutting here again is also half a point. So literally, the best punishment here for this move was to just ignore it. And because I didn't, it actually turned out to be an equal game after that again. And again, just being 2 points ahead, it's not even that big of a deal. But I guess my opponent really. Yeah, he has no follow-up, that's true. Because it's not like he desperately wants to play this move now. Or any move to protect this. So that's something I still need to learn. Actually, that's one of the things that is very much a flaw in my game, in my thinking. Whenever I see a move from the opponent that I think is too thin or shouldn't be possible to play, I, I, I want to punish it immediately. Or actually, that's not even correct. I don't want to punish it immediately. I am convinced that I need to punish it immediately. And this is another example of that. Another example was, do I find the game? No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Which game was it? Yeah, another example was this one here, where my opponent played this jump here, which I thought, oh, I mean, he already didn't defend this. I already here wanted to attack it, which would have been the best move, but my move was here fine. And then he jumped again, so he played a thin shape, not protecting his group, and then he played another cuttable shape. And then I couldn't resist, and this was actually a minor mistake. So, and especially the way I played it, I lost like nearly 3 points. So this kind of false urgency trap here that I think, oh, this is a weak shape. My opponent can't get away with that. I need to pounce on it right away. It's a very low down mentality. So that's something that is very much something I need to let me quickly, because I think I even have it already here somewhere. Let's learn to invade. Nope. Okay, not yet. Um, but yeah, this is which move number is this? Move 26 for me. Um, yeah, you can just sacrifice the tail that you cut. That seems familiar. Did I say that sometime earlier this stream? But yeah, I mean, this one has to be too much, right? Let's guess do the same thing again. I could have just stayed here, I suppose. Um, so yeah, this one has to be the normal move, right? And then, or even the Atari, and then just sacrifice the stone. At this has to be the real blunder here. Yeah, this is -7. And after that, the game was really good for me. So because my opponent had I don't know, also had that kind of urgency that, oh, this was so bad for me, I need to do something crazy at move 20, 30. That's what lost my opponent, made my opponent be far behind. Because, yeah, if he just extends here, then it's just an equal game. But this one, I, I didn't think I would see this kind of move at 8 done, ever. Not gonna lie. My opponent must have been really tilted about the. So maybe strategically the cut was not good, but mentally, probably my opponent was so tilted that, oh, he didn't even let me get away with this misclick. That now my opponent was the one who tried too hard. And yeah. Anyway, back to the game. Yeah, this is just crazy to allow me to get this Atari and to try to. Because essentially what you're doing here is in Gote, Black cut me uh, with a live group here and a group here that has 5 liberties versus Black's 4. So I'm already ahead in liberties, and I get the first move, and I'm alive on the other side. And here I wonder if this was better just because this way I did have a little bit less. Like this one gives me a follow up of this, but this one maybe just doesn't allow for any squeezes. I'm not sure. They probably are equal-ish. Yeah, and here I really thought about this one. And the cut is probably too much. Because this one should just be an like auto win for me like that. But or actually I can also just play here. Yeah, maybe this one actually. I didn't even consider this one as the first thing in the game, but I also thought if white now just plays here, I suppose I can play here. I just, yeah, I guess black can't really reasonably take this cut ever. And if black has to push from behind, then this is not ever a cut because at best there's some kind of net like this that they can get some RG out of. But yeah, maybe the honey here was okay. But okay, the extent is solid. Yeah, and then maybe here it's better to just play here if I can't do this. Yeah, I thought about this, but maybe black can even cut immediately. And then I can extend, and then this again, this shouldn't. Black can play this though, and then this one. But then black cannot extend, and if this one, then this extend is too late. Right? So if black has to play here, and then I play this, once again, black now for sure can't do this, because now I just capture immediately. So if black plays this with the empty triangle, they connect, then I guess I can just let it go like this, because no, actually I can also just play this way. Yeah, this doesn't work for black. But okay, if black maybe gets this one first, and then we do this, then black can capture them like this. But then I was thinking I could just play here, and then fight on the outside and fight versus this group and maybe even get this one in Sente and whatever. But yeah, I wasn't sure, so I just picked the solid option here. And then I thought, yeah, here, maybe it is worth to spend the whole move here just to nearly connect my group. And now if black does the same as in the game, now if I play here, I'm actually building something pretty big here on the bottom side if my opponent lets me. And I also still have in an invasion point here. So yeah, maybe here it was worth a move, some move here to spend on this group. But okay, I picked this one, and then black played this, which made this Archie not disappear though. Thought I should E13 instead of G11. I was thinking about it. And I was thinking about these two options. But yeah. I was thinking about these options, but I don't know. Okay, black plays here, then I extend. I just don't know if that really is sufficient. Like this could also be a bad exchange. I don't know. Yeah, because I didn't know, I just strengthened my own group on the outside. There you go. In case you're ever wondering about something like this. Yeah, here, maybe here latest after black did spend a move here. A move here would have been worth it. Because I kind of ignored my group this after this move and after this move, so twice already. So this move kind of ignored it a third time and then black, a fourth time actually here. But I also didn't want to play here because I thought I would just push him on the bottom side. On the other hand, I'm pretty strong here, so maybe this is the better way to win this. How about how much am I ahead here? Only 5. Okay, so yeah, and then I played here. Gone fishing? No. And then here, yeah. And it's funny because I think even at this point or earlier, but at latest at maybe at this point here, but latest and I played this one before I played this one rather. I said that now these 3 stones are really pretty light because black spent already so many moves to make himself stronger on the left side and also on the top side. So when he played this, I thought, yeah, okay, you needed to play this immediately or not at all, basically. Then I got this, and then black actually went through here. Then I decided to play here because if I now connect, I didn't like um, that now black could just cut off this stone and create profit here and make my group weaker. While this one, sure, now black could just take the left side again. Maybe we have a quick look here. If black did this, that would have been a mistake. Then it's white +6. Okay, so apparently my opponent caught up quite a bit here again. But yeah, just to say that I think the left side was not as big as black cutting off this stone and potentially getting a counter attack and a big area on the top side. Yeah, and then black even, I think this one this one can't be good. I think black was expecting me to block. Black was expecting me to do a lot of passive moves here. And then after this one, black hoped that now he got this in Sente and then keeps attacking me or something. But yeah, obviously I'm not going to respond to that one because this stone doesn't matter anymore. Unless I'm completely wrong, then forget what I just said. And then I played this. And now my reading was if I play this and I descend, and now I don't know, black did some counter, then I can play this one. Right? Because this is the classic crane's nest. And in this case here, I also lose the corner, but in a much smaller way because I can still play this one in center, for example, right? If black doesn't answer this one to play whatever, now I can throw in here and Atari here or descent here, whatever. Maybe there's even already some way before, but let's say black has to spend the move here. Then I can also get this one in center, and then black has to spend the move to capture the corner. Then Could defend in center at b16, maybe. Yeah, at this point, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there is this option, but that also removes a lot of liberties here too. So I don't know if it's center actually. Like black plays away again. Is that center? Yeah. Yeah, so that's I did see that. I mean, I can do sometimes I can do Tsumego. I can sometimes read. I did see that, but I didn't think that would be a good trade for the opponent. That's all I'm going to say about that. And here, okay, I mean, at this point here, if I captured here, my group would still not be alive, and I suppose though I do have this, huh? Unless black does this one again. But even here, this is still quite the nuisance for black here. And maybe I can even do it better. Okay, maybe throw in here once and then capture. Then if connect, then I can play here. And if black now connects, then I could play the Atari in this one, right? So some way I should be able to connect. So maybe that is an option actually. And if now this and I play this, now we are essentially back to just black dying. So yeah, maybe it was better to just capture here, huh? And this Atari, but also the Atari, I mean, this can't, maybe this was better, but this can't be bad. This has to be still horrible for black. And here I was thinking about this one. If black now plays this, black can, oh yeah, black can sacrifice those. It's not Senti because this comes with Atari, okay. But this way I felt like, no, it's both. This way I felt like black got a lot more out of this. I think we can quickly check how much this is. Okay, it's still white plus 17. And then black, yeah, black went way too hard to kill me the whole game after this slight inaccuracy essentially. Yeah, and then I was connected and then the game was over. So let's quickly check. So in the game, okay, I was also only 17 points ahead, so it would have been similar. Yeah, and this move was also weird. Let's quickly go from the start for the review, and then I think it's safe to say that I passed this level though. Not the level, but you know what I mean. This game is a pass. This game progresses me in the level. I mean the opening, yeah. Then this one. This, I mean, okay, I played a mistake here later, apparently. This one, wait, hang on. Connecting was better after all. But black should, wait. No, huh? Okay, I will have to come back to this. Anyway, yeah, so this might almost become like the main lesson of this game if I don't find anything, because the graph otherwise, oops, Fox disappeared. Let me quickly check. Because otherwise, this game, as you can see by the graph, was pretty nice after the blunder. It got closer, but then my opponent still insisted. So because of my opponent's inability to calm down, which is usually my fault, my problem, I won this game essentially. Okay, but okay, push and cut. Yeah, this one was crazy. Connect was. I don't know how to. I never. I feel like I never make the right decision in these kind of positions. Extend one way or the other. I choose the incorrect one. Hane or extend, I choose the incorrect one. Connect or extend, I choose the incorrect one. It's like, I have no feeling for this. After all, this is better now. Why? I don't get it. That's okay, Hane. That's crazy too. Let's say like just extend. Is it really that okay? These are now now heavier, and I can just keep pushing, and I don't even need to counter attack on the top. I can just say black keeps on pushing here. Then I do play this one. I guess it's really just about preventing black from getting. I guess this is still Sente, huh? Okay, I mean, okay, if it's Sente in some way or another. Or at least, yeah, I could Tenuki here, and then I can play here. Or I could spend the move here, and then there's even this cut here that I could use, and black's top is just destroy, and black doesn't make any points on the left side. Yeah, okay, makes sense. So it's not so much about being able to attack something severely. This one is more about just gaining strength for my group and destroying the prospect for black to do anything with all of these stones here. That makes sense. Maybe someday I will understand this during the game as well. Okay, this one or this one pretty equal. Okay, extend is better though than the Hane, so the extend was good. Here, okay, just jump makes sense. Or press down here. This one is also not good. Or just as bad as my move, I suppose. Yeah, and then play this immediately, huh? Just ask this question. This black can't really cut. And if I can at least get this one exchange here, or these exchanges here in general. Yeah, okay, that makes sense actually. I just get the exchanges here, and then what I said during the review, I can play this way. Okay. And I did think that maybe black spends a move here immediately to fix this. But okay, then black spent this. Then my move here was fine. What does it say about this one instead now? Okay, just this is big. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, that was decent. Yep. My move here was okay though. It would have been fine to play here too. What about my idea to play here, which I discarded? Yep, -4 points. Good discard. Good discard pile. What about really just a soft move like this? Okay, that's -1. That's acceptable. What about the more this one? Yeah, that's half a point. That's an okay move. And if black now defends, and I just play this, actually I can still just capture the like. Okay, we can do this. If black now does the same thing, no, I can actually just do this and capture these stones. But then black can capture this way. I see. Can I maybe play this way? Yeah, this way is better. Okay, and then black does have the option, but there's also still a lot of RG here, so maybe it's not that great either. Anyway, it's white +7 in these cases. And if black now insists on doing this one, then now I can actually counter here and capture the 2 stones. And that would be amazing for me, because now my group on the outside is very strong, and I even have this option to grow. So yeah. But my move was fine. It's nothing wrong about that. This was also fine. Yeah, and then immediately see, that's something. This kind of move or this kind of move, I really struggle. On the other hand, it's not a bad, especially on Fox, I suppose, it's not a bad skill to be able to Tenuki your stick as often as possible. Because the games that were either close or that I won, or where I had a good chance, were almost all of them where I had a stick which the opponent tried too hard to attack. So I guess dangling a stick instead in front of a fox is actually a pretty good strategy to make them see red and then over attack. Yeah, but okay. This would have been the more solid, or even just playing here. But my move was completely fine still. This was okay. I should have. Okay, this was not good because I should count like double. But what about this move? Okay, but it would have been fine too. And if black now extends and I play here, um, then still just spending another move here, and then play spending another move here would have been okay. Or now invading here. Anyway. I ignored black, but this is also not that. Yeah, and then I played this. Oh, Hane. Okay, that's I would have jumped locally, but Hane is crazy. Okay. Anyway, this was fine, and then the peep was indeed not great. I should. Okay, I should ignore. Yeah, makes sense too. I was thinking that my group doesn't need much help, but I also didn't want to spend yet another Tanuki, so that was fine. But then this was my only mistake of the game, according to 6-dan level AI. I should connect here. And then if black harness here, I can harness, I can cut, I can extend down, I can extend down, I can extend down. I don't know. I don't trust this AI. So I can harness here, or just jump here, and that would be fine. What about black now playing here? Am I maybe overestimating? Okay, no, that would have been a decent move too. So that would have been minus 0.4 for black. And I feel like the harder game for me, but my move was a mistake, so I have to. Okay, I can play this Atari. And now if this does happen. Okay, black does this one. But black still needs to spend a move, so black can defend this in center, in Gote. And then indeed I should push and cut here, or not, no, I should just push because then I save the stone and then I can Hane here. And if cut now, then it's black +4. What? Okay, cut here. I think I need to review this with more playouts because this is giving me some crazy variations that I don't even understand, and I don't think AI with 50 playouts understands either. So, for all intents and purposes, this move for now is at least not a big mistake. And then black should cut here. Yeah, okay. So black should actually, black shouldn't block here. Well, black could also block here. This one is also not a mistake. Okay. So, but black should just cut here now, and then I spend a move here, and then it's a close game, and it's only white +3. But because of this, this was a mistake. The this push out was not bad, but this one was what I felt like was a clear mistake. He could have cut immediately, and then yeah. And then after this, he had needed to connect. Oh, and then my move. Okay, he needed to connect, but my move was good because okay, I see. And then my move was fine. Capturing would have also been good. In fact, actually capturing is probably the better option because it does allow me to just connect up. Yeah, I can cut here and descend here. Then I should be able to just throw in an Atari. And black cannot separate me, so black would have to play here. But then I'm still no. Black would have to play. No, black can't even prevent. No, black can play this, and now if I play it away, then black can play here or whatever, and separate me. But black has to do it in double gote essentially. So after doing this, black has to spend another move and then only threatens to separate me. And if I do this, then I can then I can just stay connected and have only the no Greek group. But okay, that also worked because capturing here is huge. And yeah, this one, if now this one, I actually con no, I do play this, yeah. So that would have also been a decent option because I get it in Sente. Then I can finally come back and attack this, or R4 is a move. But yeah, this is just clean alive with the bend 4. And even connecting here is not Sente because this comes with Atari, so there's that. But yeah, again, this game, after just capturing, this actually was even, according to this AI, a better move, +2 and 0.7. And this was also solid. See, this kind of move, I really wanted to play here because I thought, oh, this can't be that bad. But it actually would have been -3.5 points, and then maybe I get into some trouble and I have to connect under here somewhat. And then there's a core, which maybe AI wants me to fight. So yeah, just solid connection. Also solid connection. I was thinking about that one, but yeah, and then this just the connection here was just actually this one would have been better. I suppose because I can't that cleanly capture them. But in any case, it's over, and here it's white +24, and after this one, and this one, and this one. Now I was basically saying that there was still some endgame here, and I was getting ready to play the blue move and be 23, 24 points ahead with essentially nothing that the opponent can do now that everything is. I have 3 huge corners, and I'm currently threatening the last corner as well. And if Black wants to save it, then I get a lot of influence, and Black's only territory is the top side, which I can still invade easily. Reduce or invade, and I can even build the bottom side. So yeah, it's understandable to resign here. I don't know if I would resign before move 100 in general, but I can understand that it's pretty hopeless at this point. And that's the beauty of this pacifism channel. A channel? I guess I'm a channel now. Of this challenge, because once I do get a big lead, if everything is solid, then the win is going to be a lot easier. So just as an aside. But of course, that's not the main point of this challenge. The main point is that I calm the fuck down. Anyway, I think it's safe to say that this passed the requirements. By the way, this star on the level, on the progress, essentially means that yesterday's game I did get split apart into 2 big groups, and I just missed that I can get split apart. So I will count that game not as half a game as I did with another challenge in the trial 2. I will count it as a full game, but if there's ever another game where I think it deserves an asterisk, then it's going to not count as an extra game. So I basically can't allow another might be passed or not kind of game. I mean, I can allow it, but then it doesn't progress the challenge. All right, speaking of challenge, since that game was pretty fast, I will play another one in the crisis management trials. But of course, I need to change the accounts for this. Uh, 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 uh. There's no way to change accounts while staying logged in, right? At least if there is, let me know because I haven't found it yet. Would be nice to, because on Taijim it's possible, and that's pretty nice. Uh, but oh well. What's the weather like? Going to be for the next few hours. Okay. Regenradar. Seems like it stays dry for the rest of the day. So I can do my marathon pace run, my 17 kilometers in per marathon pace run, still in the sunshine in, I don't know, an hour from now, I suppose. Uh, but first I have to get rid of my lunch. So I'll be back with another game shortly. Righty then, let's do this.
Start to play.
6 dan. I don't want to abuse 6 dans for this challenge.
Start to play.
Okay, so that's 7 dan. Okay, no quadruple Hoshi. I'm not mine. Okay, but enclosure, that's just mean. Not much to say in terms of weak groups. Just the very strong black groups here. Oh, okay. I guess I can just protect my cornerstone. Sure. I could capture, but the top side is also not that interesting. So I will just keep the corner. Um, Essentially, yes. As long as I have 7 done and 8 done accounts at the same time. Because I think like faster games I'm not as good at. And the trial is also uh, less meant to be again like the level of opponent doesn't matter as much for that trial, I suppose. Because for trial 2, um, the challenges, especially at the early stages, are more about changing like habits outside of the game, kind of like taking the hand off the mouse, waiting more before playing in the Bioyomi and stuff like that. So I'm basically using trial 2 to hopefully rank some of those 7 done accounts up so that I have more 8 done accounts for my trial 1. But at the moment I'm struggling with the 7 duns with the with that challenge as well. Actually, okay, if I cut here, I do have. He could play here and I can play here. Is the cut? I'm not sure. If I cut and he just jumps, then I have a weak group. If I do something here on the top side instead, maybe I can play. Maybe I can play this one or this one. I'm not sure. So let me just. Let me just play a checking extension here then. All right. Right now we can really. I mean, there's this cut and the for example, possibly unsettled group here, and this is technically an unsettled group, but it's also pretty much alive. So it's not like going from the same 3+ resources kind of. Um, it's decent like this. I'm really never sure how to handle this, so I'm just going to play the attachment here. Oh, this one. I think you can play that one, or he played this one, then Blake connects, and then you attach here, or you extend first, but then this one doesn't exist. Should I just live inside, or should I leave it for now? Because I can live any
Yo-yomi
time.
now
So I
starts.
can live any time. How big is it? If I play this and this? 5, 6, 7.
9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 9, 8,
Not
7.
sure if that's big enough, but okay, now we just have an alive group here, I suppose. Yeah, black spends a move there, that also makes sense. Now the center area, there's nothing weak anymore, I suppose. I can just play this. Or I could say that maybe I peep here once. Do I peep here?
9, 8, 7, 6.
Peep here. Maybe then I can attach here. Oh, that way. Huh? That I don't think is incorrect. Okay, these are just RG, not a group, as is this one stone here. Okay, yeah, wedge, but this is just all forcing moves. Because he had this descent anyway, so um, do I want to? I guess I can even play this and then descend and connect under.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Again, all garbage zones, nothing is weak here. There is some weaknesses in the white black position, this card and this wedge and this here, but I don't think big enough. Meanwhile, I do have all four corners. So my job now is to not
9,
let black
8,
grow too hard.
7, 6, 5, 4.
I think just reduction makes sense. Yeah, because I do have this one. If I play this peep and then descend, then I have this some kind of attack. So maybe instead I want to first play this, and then I threaten to peep here, and then if he connects in the descent, then I'm already ahead in this fight. This way,
9, 8,
I'm fine with just giving. Still no weak group per se, besides, again, this Ponoki being. But again, this one has like, it has one eye, it can extend in this direction too, and this has some more center, so it essentially has three. Well, if I spent 1, 2, 3 moves, it would be dead, but that's the kind of 3 moves where the opponent would eventually respond. Okay. Hmm.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What if I extend
2
here?
Yoyomis left.
Black extends here, then I get to play this one. Then turn this. So there's maybe not enough Archie there. Hmm.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know. This is This is quite the choice by my opponent. Hmm.
9,
Okay, he spends a move there though. What if I extend here? He extends. I play. No, I think I just need to sacrifice the 2 stones here, maybe, no?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then we just treat this whole thing as some kind of light group. I still have this cut though. I can also Hane here. Very curious about this whole thing. Okay, so he extends. In that case, I think I want, if I extend again, then there's some kind of cut here. If I extend here, hmm. Ah,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
okay, I have this whole group now, which can be cut. Oh, okay. I see. Spending a move there makes some sense, I suppose. It's also pretty slow. Should I play some? I think I should just leave it, huh? And if he ever plays the Atari
9,
here,
8, 7, 6,
hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know. Okay, so he just does get this. And then I could extend here, but saving this stone, maybe it's just not worth it, and saving these 2 stones. Maybe I do just play the Atari here to get some extra reduction. I guess I
9,
can play it any time
8,
though.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we have this group and we have this group now. I'm saying that these 2 stones are now no longer interesting. That's what I'm claiming. Because he could what? The fuck is that?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is happening here? Is he tripping? He's just so he so wants these, I suppose. Okay, but now that he spent quite a few moves to try to take this, maybe okay. It's so hard to attack though. If he plays here, I can still escape here. If he plays
9,
here, I can still escape
8,
here.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I will continue along those lines. And now I have this kind of group and this kind of group. And black has this group. Okay, I mean, sure. Again, still this kind of and this and versus this. I was always going to extend here anyway, so again, these and this. These and this. Um,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
let me
4.
ask it this way. Is black ever going to play 014? So I'm now strengthening this, and then there's only this left, and this is this.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I still have this one to remove this eye, and then black only has half an eye there. But right now I need to extend here to keep this weak, and I still have this, and also to keep some influence towards the middle, some strength here. Okay, he continues down that line. You still have this versus this now, essentially. Can I Hane? Yeah, so these kind of forcing moves, you don't want to play too early because the opponent is now never going to play them anyway, or at least not this early. Maybe later I would like to have P13 as a huge co-threat and
9,
a couple more
8,
co-threats after that.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know. Let's just extend. So now this is no longer a weak group. Oh, okay, he's greedy. So he's saying he's taking more territory here. And I'm saying I have this group and you have this group, and I'm going to, I guess, turn here. So I do have this one,
9, 8,
but I don't want to
7,
play it right now
6,
because right now there
5,
might still be.
4.
You don't make this kind of exchange because you don't want
Yo-Yomi now
the opponent to
starts.
have more liberties on the outside here. Mm-hmm. Okay.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
So still this and this. I don't mind giving him this eye shape though, because then if he were to connect here, I get to play this one in center as well. Do it like that though. Alright. So now we have this versus this still. Is it because he does have a ladder? Suppose so. But he's not alive with this group now either. So we have this and this. And we still have some so for sure some RG on the top side. I can still probably invade here simply, or maybe play this one because there's still this cut here that he needs to worry about.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to peep here. Yeah, and the advantage, of course, for black here now is that this black group is out, but the disadvantage is that it can't live locally. It can only make one eye here on this area. Actually, I wonder about playing this now, but there's just no rush. If black plays this, I play this.
9,
That
8,
might be better
7,
endgame anyway.
6, 5, 4,
So we
3,
have this and
2,
this.
1.
I'm going to extend here because it is putting more pressure on this, and it's also helping my center group to extend here. He is playing that one though. But can he do something with this? As far as I can tell, he can't. So, okay, we have this, and we have this, and then we have these, of course.
9, 8, 7, 6.
And of course, if I can capture those, then I also get some more profit here. Can honey, but then I can play here. So now we have this, and this, yep. Stand down shouldn't help him.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Can I cut here? This.
9, 8, 7,
Ladder seems to be
6,
working.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hmm. Right, so we still have this and now whatever this is and this. So now I will connect essentially to my group in the center here.
Nine, 8, 7.
I was about to say, if we double harness, then that would be a little bit crazy. Okay, so we have this and this. So still the same. I can peep here. Well, maybe okay, I push once. Then if he peeps, I'm happy about that too. Okay, he spends a move there. I shall defend against that. So we still have this kind of, but of course now all of them are pretty strong. What is happening here? It says white plus 20. Maybe actually spending a move here would be worth it, or maybe even more solid like this. Okay, he plays the honey now. I could also now play this to put more pressure on the middle group.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
That way my group here becomes a lot stronger.
Nine,
And now you can
8,
actually see.
7, 6, 5,
No, there's nothing
4,
working here, huh?
3,
That would be
2,
nice.
1.
There,
Yo
there's
Yonis
so
left.
close to not to this RG working here, where you have this descent threatening to like cut this and then Atari and Atari, but black can just play here and there's nothing. But so close. Okay, my opponent spent a Biyomi.
9,
Um,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Actually, maybe even
3,
playing a move here
2,
would be good.
1.
Okay. The peep here makes sense shape-wise. So now we have still this white group, which is not connected yet, but has a lot of resources here. And this black group.
9, 8, 7.
So I peep. I could play the empty triangle. Then I get another forcing move here, though. Threatening to cut off this whole group. If he plays here, then I'm very happy to just be able to play here.
9,
So maybe
8,
solid connect.
7, 6,
Then I get to
5,
bump here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, he spends
Last
another
Byo-Yomi.
Byoyomi. My opponent Byoyomi and last Byoyomi before me. What's going on? Yeah. Maybe I don't play this one, but it is quite nice to
9,
get.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last Byo-Yomi. 9, 8.
Okay, he does capture there. Actually, that was just not working. What am I doing? I needed to play this Atari first. Okay, that was dumb. That was really dumb. I guess I have some connection potential. That was just silly. That's
9,
what happens when I am on a
8,
time pressure.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I play stupid moves. I tried so hard to fish for Archie, especially. That is one of my biggest mistakes under time pressure, especially.
9,
So
8,
stupid.
7.
Okay, yeah, okay. And now I suppose we just play the solid move here. Or is my group, I mean, I group here, even if he cuts, even if he extends. Hmm.
9, 8,
I would
7.
usually not play the solid move, so let's do that. And now we don't have any weak groups anymore on the board. Yeah, this. Yeah. And now it's about how much can black invade the bottom left and how much can I invade the top. Um,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
but that much. Um, I might actually give to keep the whole corner, nothing but the corner.
9, 8, 7, 6.
And this stone is just a sacrifice. Fix. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I think that's just might just be end game here now to capture. In the meantime, I think the top holds more RG.
9, 8, 7, 6,
And if I get to destroy that, then I should be okay, I suppose. Can I bump here? Then bump, double Atari. He could also extend up.
9,
Okay, now we have
8,
no weak groups really. We have, okay, he doesn't though. Okay, then I can play this one. If he extends and I play this, and then double honey happens, then I think I can just live. This cut is not anything. Okay, oh whoa, okay, he chooses to just sacrifice the top left to get this. I think I'm fine with him getting this extension, especially because I still have this huge move here. And then I think I do connect here. He does have the option to cut off these two stones, though. Maybe I extend up here. Let him capture this.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Actually, can he even do this? He would have to maybe start here, but then I can get more strength here. Okay, he spends the whole move there. I can just press him inside here, so he can't really escape with this stone. Unless he starts here, but then I can counter here, I
9,
think.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Isn't G2 good? For whom and when? Okay, sure, that is his right, of course. Actually, can I start with the wet? No. Yeah, maybe. Okay, I don't know. There's still, I mean, okay. Yeah, but then there's RG here. I guess there was RG here anyway. So that's kind of a moot point, I suppose. But now if he cuts, I can Atari and then play here. And then if he extends again, and I can play here.
9,
And if he cuts, then I
8,
can capture
7,
these. So
6,
taking the liberties
5,
of these actually
4,
helped with the connection
3,
here after all.
2, 1.
So this move here. Oh, okay. I just won on time. So just to go back, if I don't play this move, but instead play the connection, then black for sure gets this one in center, and then for sure this cut of the two stones just works. So I played this with the weakness here in mind, and also that black can only get these two stones in Gote. And if I connect here too, then black still later gets this one potentially in center anyway. So that's why I thought that this and keeping the weaknesses here also with this cut, there was just a lot of RG that I didn't like here and here. So this one seemed like the move that removes more RG, while it also actually keeps quite a few points here as well. Right? Because these points here might not have been mine then. That being said, maybe it was better to just play here. But okay, my opponent resigned. because actually let me download it really quick, that because I can show, not tell. And I considered G2 first. So I'm not saying, or H, was it H2, G2? I considered it first. Shouldn't it have been H? Anyway. It can't be G2, G2. Oh, you mean, no, the Tiger Moth leaves small weaknesses, I think, even. Anyway, I'm not saying that my move for sure was the better one. I'm just saying that's my reasoning. And I did see H2 or G2 as the first option, actually, initially. And then I decided, no, the other one is actually the more solid one. PS2 game 17, I believe. Yes. Right, because now, if we go away to my and this time I won't forget to show you actually. To show you AI Sensei. There we go. Right, so if I now play G2, then black for sure gets something like this in Sente. And then if you play G2, then black also kind of could get something here, some RG. But that alone, after this one now, if this happens, and the same thing, I try the same thing, now this cut works. Because now I can't push because this comes with an Atari. So not only does black have more liberties, but I don't have the liberties to prevent this cut. And I thought that the combination of me getting more points here and the opponent not being able to easily at least cut off these two stones, right? Because in the game we can go back. If now the cut comes, now he can't block here because I capture, because this is not on Atari. And if this one and this, then I can still cut here and threaten the 3 stones, or if black tries to save the 3 stones, then I can just capture these. So obviously black is not going to do that, and then black is just falling apart, and black can't cut, in other words. Best black can do is maybe to peep here, and that I might even ignore, because right now maybe something else, maybe connecting here is bigger. Also, black can't escape here because I can just push, and black can never escape. Just as an aside. Okay, let's have a quick look. Ooh. Okay, so my move. So it was actually close here. Wow, it was actually black plus. But this move, yeah, I was so confused why black doesn't just play from here. If black plays here, black is ahead by 3 points. Because, yeah, I can play this, but black can actually counter here immediately. And then it's a ko, and then it's that's actually not bad for black. Because I kind of need to, okay, and then there's still this cut, so that one actually gave me an even game, and here, +1, actually better than the AI move. If I play G2 now instead, let's look. Okay, also good, also minus 0.6, but my move is plus 1.1, so G2 is almost 2 points worse. H2 is -1. It's even worse. So either protecting here or to jump here and do something about this was good. Yeah, and here this one was a bit too slow, but then black's. So the problem here for black is that black spent now moves that actually make this area smaller. But I am also very, yeah, okay. So I wasn't tripping when I thought the game was still was still a game. I didn't think I was far ahead, and indeed I was only ahead by 3.5. So either my opponent had to go, or my opponent hates endgame, or my opponent just really thought that this was too bad. But in any case, my opponent robbed me of the chance to train endgame. Grr. Yeah, and yeah. Anyway, so that was actually a very up and down game. Shush. I was ahead by something like 7 here, but apparently threw it, so let's have us. Okay, that was a bad. Okay, that was not a bad exchange. It was just unnecessary. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, that was a huge blunder. That move. I need to. If I want to do this, I need to do this one first, and then play here. But I guess Black can still just kill me inside. Black doesn't even need to react. So yeah, that this move is such a classic last second of last Byoyomi move where okay, I wanted to maybe do something here, and I wanted to maybe do something with the RG here, so I didn't just play the forcing move here instead. I just played a move that just was a blunder, and then my opponent was okay. My opponent actually should just ignore it. That's what made that blunder, but it's still a 2-point mistake, so still very unnecessary. Let's not go from the start. This graph is quite the sight to behold. Let me quickly show you actually. So yeah, another clean win. Okay, early game, of course, nothing happened. Okay, I could play something here as a follow-up, but this was also fine. Yeah, AI never seems to like this. Ah, yeah, that one I also thought about. Ah, clamp. Yeah, I also did think about the clamp. And then if descend, now you just use it. I use it as RG later. Pushing though. Okay, so living here was a bit of a mistake. Just doing this, if I'm the first base here, it's white plus half a point. And after I live here, it's black plus 2.5. So like 3-point mistake to live in the corner. But each individual move wasn't that horrible. Like this is -1 point, this is -1 point here. The peep apparently is, but yeah, but this one was a mistake. Yeah, that makes. I thought, yeah, he just needs to connect. Will just connect, and then I will go on. But this way, he just gave me so much more RG here. Then it was good for me again. Attach was, yeah. My invasion technique is something. Okay, just even extend here would have been good. Because the cut here is annoying. And then this one is a mistake, though. But I should just, yeah, here I was in time trouble as well, of course, because the whole game is time trouble. I should just Atari. And if black now does this, the same thing as in the game, then I can actually just connect here and just say my group is strong enough. And if he does turn here, I could even just jump here, whatever. And the game is good for me, slightly. But okay, the cut here. Okay, the cut was just as bad as this one. This one really confused me too. And then sacrificing the 2 stones. I got there in the end. I did sacrifice them in the end because I didn't see that black is weak enough on either side. So yay me. There's that. And this push was actually good. The cut was not great. But yeah, I should just leave it. I'm so bad at just leaving something because I think, oh, if I Tenuki now, if I play something like this, then black gets this move. But whatever. I can still actually play this Atari then. So yeah, really, this move was just a bad exchange and unreasonably, but yeah. And here I did think about this one actually, because if black ignores it, say to play here, then I do get to play Atari and push in, and Atari. Oh no, then he can capture here. Then Atari. For some reason, it just doesn't cross my mind that you can just capture here. But yeah, okay, I can play here. And then he has to connect, and then I can play this one in center as well. Oh, and then he can defend like this. Hmm. Okay, but in the first place, I should just leave this and just come back here. Or just jump. This one was my idea. I just didn't like that after this one. There's still this Atari, but I guess I have to live with that. Yeah, he can then get a forcing move, but my group is still really strong, so yeah, so that one once again, good thing this is not the fishing level because this move might have not passed the level because I had a weak group here and I went fishing. But then black did this, which was also inexplicable. Okay, this exchange was just bad. And then I should just leave. I should just not attack this. I should just spend a move to just secure my own group here and just be ahead by Komi easily. And then this was apparently also just bad because yeah, it did think during the game, oh, it weakened my two stones unnecessarily, so just leave it. Not even attack here, just play here. Not even attack in the first place, just Ponuki isn't just too strong. And just because I knew, okay, I have this group and I have this group at this point here. So why not just help my group? Even if I think it's slow, because that's the reasoning. I think, oh, I can get away with not defending. Maybe that's actually the topic of this game. Like, almost there. I think this could be almost the main lesson of this game. Let's see what else is in store for this game. Okay, Hane would have been fine, but my move was also fine. Then okay. Yeah, okay, but here I really, okay, just black can just play here. Then if I Hane here, I guess black can ignore. No, no, no. Black shouldn't ignore. Okay, so I do get this one. And then I do get this one or just some move here. Then the game is equal though, because my attack here was no good. Because I created some strength towards where black is already relatively strong, I suppose. Then once again, the answer. At this point, yeah, okay, sure. Let's have a look though. Let's say we have this kind of deal that my group here is already pretty strong. And maybe black, I don't know, spends another move here, slow move. Then I play here. I guess okay, at this point it can still be sacrificed. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, sure, sure. That is another point. But here it can't be sacrificed anymore. Still, at this point, this group can't be sacrificed, but I'm still better off to just defend my own group. And if now black decides to be greedy, I don't know, something here, even. Let's say black is very greedy here and just does this. This is not okay. Let me just pick a variation that is not obviously not good. Now I could pick what I did in the game. Because now after we do this, you're still supposed to Tenuki. Wow. You can, I guess, lean on this, and if black tries too hard to keep everything, then you can really severely attack this because you're stronger already. So first take a step back here and then punch harder. Okay, but yeah, that was the shape move, but the cutting was not bad. Yeah, see, I was really thinking, can I do this? The problem is I can't. If I could, this would probably be, wait. Let's say I had some exchanges here. And now this would be good for me. But I can't, so I guess I should just leave it once again. Just Tenuki, just play here, just treat these light. Yeah, but that was the correct shape move at least. Then these were shape moves. Yeah, and then it was essentially equal almost the whole game. It was like, okay, here it was. Oh, let me put it this way. It was equal the whole game, and the only times I was ahead, I took I lost my lead because I tried too hard to attack this group and didn't just defend my group. So clearly the main lesson of this game. And I guess that's the move. or already B11, because B11 is already thinking those thoughts. Um, I will just have to see if that one is maybe the one that illustrates the point even better. And it's also the bigger mistake. This one was 1 point. This was 2.5. Or even this one, but just because that's a 5 point mistake. So they just from 1 to 2.5 to 5, they just doubled the value of the mistakes. But I think just generally speaking, this is already the wrong thought. So yeah. And essentially, besides, yeah, because this one was also not good, but then my attack here was also not good. So besides that, the game was essentially nearly equal the whole game. And then I did this, and then all of a sudden it was 5 points better for black, but only because black had to not react at all and had to counter here. So then it was equal again. I was wondering if black should counter immediately, yeah. And then here it was white plus to white plus 1. Here it was black plus 1. Slightly better to just extend here. Or what I actually said to play. So I thought about this one, but I played this one because this is a typical, I wouldn't play it usually because I'm too confident that this group is not going to be in danger. The greedy version that I really wanted to play at the very first would have been this, which is also a good move. Also only minus 0.3. So in this case, this one was a bit too defensive. Or rather, it was still leaving this RG behind. Well, if I play this is fine. Because now, if black tries too hard to attack here, I probably can just counter-attack immediately here. Or jump here, yeah, okay. That's why. Because I'm so strong here that I can counter-attack here. I don't need to respond locally on the left side. That makes sense. Okay, but then here again it was completely equal, just black plus 1. And this was all fine, but then black got this, and then I got this. And then this would have been better. But after black did this, it was 3.5 points better for me, and maybe my opponent also didn't trust his own endgame and thought, oh, there's no way I win this, but that's silly. So I suspect my opponent. I suspect three different options. A, my opponent just had to leave. B, my opponent thought, oh, this isn't working, and I just made more bad exchanges, so I'm probably behind. Or my opponent just really thought he was more behind than he actually was. Yeah, because or actually this RG here, I defend here, right? Or what is it? Yes, I defend here. I suspect there's just more RG here, which is very annoying. No, but then already it's white plus 6. Maybe not this one then. Just the Atari. Just capture. Maybe not even that one. Maybe just capture here. Then it already says white plus 4. Anyway. 2 wins in both the fast and the slow game. When did that happen last time? And it's exactly 6 p.m., so I think I will leave it at that and go for my run with a pep in my step. And of course, this one was much less clean than my long game, but after losing that much recently, I don't mind having a few. And I guess in general, this game was more good for me. It's a good lesson too, because it clearly shows that if I just defend my groups more, if I just defend my weaknesses more, I can be so much stronger. I'm already starting to do it though, so I think the challenge is working. But I also only started this challenge, like a couple of weeks ago, so I don't really expect any clear, visible results after not even after a few months necessarily. I kind of expect the results of this challenge to come after the summer, essentially. Maybe earliest. But I don't mind having already some lessons that I clearly learned and that I can clearly apply. So I'm not saying I'm not improving in the meantime. I'm just saying for the lessons to settle into a whole full picture that makes me play a really good solid game, that's going to take a while. Or at least I expect it to take a while. If it comes earlier, I take it. But the only thing I count on is that eventually it comes. And it already starts a bit. Anyway, um, starting to panic less at least when I still have one Bioyomi left, one more Bioyomi left. In the last Bioyomi, I'll have to figure something out for that. Or I guess maybe the crisis management trial is. So it's a little bit of a loaded question. My ultimate goal for Go doesn't exist. Because that implies that I think I have a certain limit that I need to reach and that I can reach. The truth is, I have no clue how far I can go. Um, I do have as the next goals, like the next goals that I want to reach Fox 9 done, of course, and I want to reach EGF 6 done. I also want to unlock the next Guan level, and I want to be able to reliably pass the Guan 2 done level, stuff like that. But while I have these overarching dreams, I tend to think more step by step. That being said, I would love to represent Germany as the amateur in the amateur Go championship. For that, I would have to get strong enough that I can get into the final round of a German championship consistently, and then also place high so that I collect points for that. So essentially, my goals are get strong enough that I can consistently participate in the final round of a German championship, and I want to play stuff like Grand Prix and the European Championship. So if I had to summarize it in one word, it would be I want to um, I want to be competitive at European top level. And how whatever that means, if I can just hang on and maybe beat a few of the strong players now and then, or actually become one of them. I have already beaten the strongest player in the AGF rating system, so there's that. Even though he probably underestimated me and was a bit rusty in the first round. But a win is a win sometimes, for the result cheat at least. So yeah, there's my not so short answer to your question. Does that make sense? Did this answer your question sufficiently? If I had the opportunity, I would. I think yes. Because Go has been my passion for the last like 12 years, I suppose, almost. No, over 12 years now. And for the last like for the since like I was gonna say since the start of the decade or even a little bit earlier than that, I started to take it more seriously, but I had some phases that were not so not great for improvement in general, I would say. So now I'm catching back up to this whole Pacific Summer is basically a way to make me play on a regular basis and with a deliberate practice. I you wish I had my calf. Oh, I actually had a little bit of a cramp in my calf earlier. And luckily it was over after 1 to 2 weeks, but it gave me a little bit of a scare. I'm currently training for a marathon. Um, and I plan to do it in less than 3.5 hours, maybe even 3 hours 20, but 3 hours 30 is the sub 3 hours 30 is the goal. So today I'm going to run 17 kilometers in that goal tempo. So that's like 12 kilometers per hour, or a pace of a bit less than 5 minutes per kilometer. And this whole week, I'm going to run about 80 kilometers. So this weekend, for example, before the stream on Sunday, I will when you see me on Sunday, or maybe already on Saturday, depends on the weather and how I feel on that day. But either on Sunday or on Saturday, when you see me on stream, I will already have run over 30 kilometers. Ah, I see. My 5K speed that I got the new personal best yesterday, no, 2 days ago in training was 3:55. So I ran in training, I ran just as an aside during marathon training, I ran my 5K in 19 minutes 33. And after I actually I guess for my running, it's very similar. I have clear goals in mind. For example, after I run the marathon, um, I plan to settle like I plan to go for 10K instead. So I will plan for a 10K. So less volume per week, but more like speed runs, more tempo runs, more interval training. And there, my goal is to go below 40 minutes 10K because, well, my personal best was 6 years ago when the last time I actually ran consistently for training for competitions. And there I got 40:41, I think. So now I want to finally I want to finally see the 3 in front. And already in training, not even going all out, I managed 41:25 a couple of weeks ago. So I'm pretty confident that with another half year of training, I will crack the sub 40, maybe even more. But I have these goal posts which are nice, but I'm also not saying that's the end goal. That for me would be like saying I want to reach one done at go, and then I'm content. That's not the kind of person I am. I'm always just trying to improve and trying to go step by step, and I enjoy the process. I think that's one of my superpowers. I enjoy the process so much, right? I I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, isn't like Tomago a grind, or is that not a chore?" Or like, "I wish I had your consistently with Tomago." And it's for me, it's just I have fun with it. It's not even I don't need to force myself to it. I might need to force myself to play on a regular basis or to study endgame more. But once I have like a habit or I am in it, it's hard to stop the train, I guess. And same, I ran a marathon last time 11 years ago, and that was in 3:32. So that's where the 3:30 goal is coming from. And even back then, I didn't run as consistently as I do now. I started about nearly 2 years ago now to run 4 to 5 times per week. And I have almost not missed a single week besides 2.5 weeks where I hurt my foot and a couple of days where I didn't feel that good or I was traveling too much, whatever. But I want to say out of the last like 100 weeks or so, I probably missed two which weren't because of an injury or something. Yes. And I realized that because right now, all of a sudden, all these records I'm breaking. I actually, on Sunday in training, I ran a half marathon in 1 hour and 38 minutes. My personal best is 1 hour and 32 minutes, or 32 minutes and 40 seconds. So I'm barely like 5 minutes away from my personal best in just a training run, which I didn't even plan to do. I felt good, so I just kept the tempo, and it worked. I don't know. So, so so yeah, and I credit that the same way. I didn't plan. I didn't just like I didn't start Go to reach anything. I just was obsessed with it, and I was enjoying the process. I enjoy running so much because to me, running is pretty much meditative. I can't. I don't know what it sounds in my. I can't call. You know what I mean? It's like a meditation to me, because my mind is racing so much. I don't know. I don't think I have ADHD, but borderline something like that. Like my mind is never calm. And so whenever I go for a run, I feel like I can finally let all my thoughts tumble out and go. I feel like I think better and I have better ideas while running. And sometimes I just listen to to music or an audiobook, or I even sometimes do Sumego during the run. But in general, it's for me, it's really like a nice and quiet time, especially if I run early and I see the sunrise and whatnot. So yeah, I know a lot of people who say you're crazy. How can you run like 2.5 hours in one and enjoy it? Like that's why, because to me it's like a meditation almost, or like some time to finally not to get bombarded by outside impressions like digital or whatnot. So so yeah. Anyway, I started with that, just thinking, oh, I want to be more fit again. Not that I was ever in bad shape, physically at least, but but I did feel like, oh, I really want to get back to my old self in that, and I didn't get back to my old self. I vastly surpassed it. So that's where I'm now at that point. I like until the end of last year, I pushed myself to like 50 to 60 kilometers per week. And from there, I decided it's been so long. How about I go for a marathon? And now I'm training for the marathon. And in about like 6 weeks, I will run that marathon and then I will go for the 10K. And then I don't have, for example, I don't have like a limit in mind, but I do say it would be amazing if I could reach sub 3 hours in a marathon. But if I don't enjoy it and I prefer to train like 10Ks or half marathon or even 5Ks, I might do that. So who knows? And same for 10Ks. It would be crazy if I could get strong enough so that at least in local competitions, I might even get in the top 10 or something like that. But my let me put it this way, my happiness is not dependent on reaching those goals. My happiness depends on having those goals to strive for, but at the same time being content with wherever I get. And I feel like sometimes that makes me even more dangerous as someone who is going to improve more, because I don't have this, oh, I need to reach this or I'm a failure. In that case, for once I'm able to let go and just be just do. Just not try so
Someone
hard.
invites you to
Oh,
play.
some okay. AI 7 Dan with 17 wins in a row. I'm not going to play that one. So anyway, um, excruciating pain. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're not going to enjoy it then. Yeah, but yeah, running. Also, is anyone in chat familiar with the ice cube analogy for improvement? I posted it on my Discord once, and I mentioned it on another Discord another time. But I wonder if some of you know it or saw it. So this ice cube analogy is essentially you have an ice cube and you want to melt it in a room that is below 0. So what do? You turn up the temperature. But if it was minus 20 degrees before and you turn it to minus 19 degrees, you put in work, you reheated the room, but you don't see anything. You turn it up a degree, minus 18 degree, still no visible change, but something changed. You just don't see it. And so on and so forth until you approach 0 and go above. And then all of a sudden, you see the ice cube melt and all the work you put in is visible. However, until you reach that point, you don't see your progress, and you have to trust the process, essentially, that heating this ice cube, heating the room eventually is going to melt this ice cube. And that's the same thing I see now with the running, and now all of this record suddenly. happening after almost 2 years, well, at least a good 1.5 years of consistent training. The same happens with when I do my Guan runs. Like 9 months ago, I started Guan 1 done and I barely could hold 60% correct. Then it took a while until I reached about 80%, but then I was stagnant there for a while. And now all of a sudden, a couple of weeks ago, I'm exploding into 95% plus accuracy. Not because suddenly something clicked, but because all the work somehow culminated into something visible. And this, now I let you in on the secret. This is how I came up with this whole challenge idea. Because I'm not going to see any visible change in my game, in my play, for a while. But if I do this level, these levels, I can see the progress. I can see, oh, I'm now one game away from level 2 of chapter 1. Oh, I'm now in the second game of chapter 1 of the third level, and so on. And I do the same with my running. I have like a progress bar and everything. Every run counts. Every run that just seems like a grind and doesn't do anything special, like a 13-kilometer run yesterday evening, just in average speed, whatever. Everything I make visible. So essentially, I have like some laser vision to see that the ice cube is actually there is something happening, but you can't see outside. So I make progress visible with all of the challenges, all of this challenge for Go, my progress system for running, even a life experience system where, I don't know, cooking some lunch gives me health XP. So that's something that I have learned. It's not accessibility, it's visibility. Think of what also something that makes you addicted, all the social media and YouTube and whatnot. It works because they have a homepage, they have like the red dot that you haven't watched something or seen something, right? So they make the addictive habits work because they have something that is very visible. You look at your phone, you see, oh, one more message. You don't click it away usually. You say, think, or if you even if you click it away, it's in the back end of your mind, and then you have your next notification. So notifications essentially are for visibility, and you can do the same thing to uh, trick you, or like not trick. I don't like the word trick, but you can use the same methods in a positive manner. Even if you have habits that you don't want to, you can positively reinforce them by making the cost visible. Just as a example, for I allow myself plenty of entertainment, but I have a token system where there is a cost to it. So I need to make actions during the day that, for example, the stream, like play a game or review my games, or I don't know, organize something, whatever, something that brings me closer to the kind of person that I want to be. And for that, I get tokens. And then if I want to watch something, I have to spend those tokens. And I made this like anything that's kind of doom scrolling, I made especially costly. So I'm completely allowed. The flexible system allows me to mm, like follow this kind of bad habit, I want to say. But it just costs more than just sitting down in the evening and watching one episode of a nice series. So I've not maybe not consumed less entertainment than then, but for sure I've like just randomly clicked on YouTube a lot less daily. While before it was almost like a habit. Whenever something was hard or whatever, I would just brainlessly open a few shorts and watch them or whatever. So I essentially also made the cost there visible. So to me, the whole trick of almost everything that currently works for me in all of my systems is to make cost or progress, anything, just make it visible. That's it. That's the whole secret to my current training, I want to say. All right. I managed to ramble for 20 more minutes after I said I'm going to go for my run. But I mean, as you might be able to tell, I'm very passionate about these things. So I had to. Uh, can't stop a runner talking about running. Yeah. Except during running. Did you ever notice? During lunch, everywhere, you talk about running, but when you're running, you don't talk about running. The one place where you wouldn't bother non-runners. Uh, anyway, oops, I can't write here. Um, thanks for listening. I mean, thanks for watching. And I'll see you again tomorrow for the next game of the level. So see you then. Bye bye.